Welcome to part 3 of my walkthrough for Final Fantasy IX, my friends. During this segment we have taken control of Steiner and we have to reunite all the Knights of Pluto. There are 8 of them and we need to find them all so that we can collect an Elixir a little bit later on. These are the first 2, they're always in this room. But before we start our hunt, make sure you pick up this item and also make sure you check the list, that way you know how many you need to get. And we're going to go upstairs and talk to the queen. She will reward Steiner with the Moonstone because we did the sword fight sequence in the previous segment perfectly. So there we go, that's our reward. And now we can keep finding all the Knights of Pluto. They're all very easy to find. You shouldn't really have any issues here. But before we do that, I just wanted to show you this little curiosity. I don't know if you ever noticed this, but Queen, here she is, she's actually cooking. She's the master chef here. I think it's hilarious that she was in the castle while all of this was going on. At least I think it's her. If it's not her, it's an exact copy of her, that's for sure. So remember, we need to talk with all of them. Doesn't seem like they respect Steiner all that much. At least not that guy. And now that we've had a little snack, let's move on. This one can be a little bit hard to talk with because he will run in the opposite direction. But eventually, if you delay yourself a little bit, he will keep running towards the other exit and you'll be able to catch him. And we'll be coming back to this area much later on in the game, when we come back to Alexandria to have a secret boss fight right here in the library, but that's for later. And now we can step outside, find the remaining knights. Now if we go through here, as you can see, there's this very suspicious looking knight and he doesn't have a number, so I'm sure all of you know who he is. I actually don't know if we need to talk with him or not. I don't think so, but we do need to talk with all the others. Otherwise we won't get our reward, or not as good of a reward. I'm sure you'll do just fine. For one, you're going in the opposite direction, but whatever. So there he goes, only one more. And he's climbing up the stairs, and that's the guy who will give us the reward as well. So just talk with him. You need to talk with him twice, and if you found them all, like I did here, you'll get the elixir. Very good healing item. They're also casual. So talk with him again and He will let you know which knights you found, and if you found them all, you'll get the best reward. If you didn't, I think you still get something, but not as good of a reward. At this point, I believe you might still be able to go down and talk with the other knights, or maybe not. This will take a while. These clues are very important because later on you'll have to assign orders to the Knights of Pluto, and based on what he's saying right now, that's how you know which knight is better suited for each task. So yeah, that will come in handy to remember much later on in the game. And now we're going to witness a rather funny cutscene, and we also get to witness Steiner jumping around like a maniac. It's rather hilarious. There he goes, hop 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 hop. I feel bad for Steiner there. What a terrible landing. And don't get me wrong, I think that in the first part of Final Fantasy IX, Steiner can be kind of annoying because he keeps screaming for Garnet all the time. He's always princess, princess, princess. It's kind of tiresome, but I still feel bad for him. There is a state of Texas in Final Fantasy IX, that's where she comes from. Talk about stereotypes. You know, it's rather amazing. If you look at my no commentary walkthrough, which was recorded on the PS3, the detail of the characters is much better here. I rather enjoy it. I think we all knew that at this point, but thank you. Well, that was simple. Doesn't take a lot to convince Zidane, does it? You know, I never noticed before, but since it's in HD now, it seems Sina has a goatee going on. I always thought that Sina was a clown. Like literally, he looks like a kind of a scary clown. Then again, that's one thing that I love about Final Fantasy IX. You have animals dressed as people and talking to you casually. You have monsters talking with you. It's rather funny in my opinion. At least compared to 7 and Final Fantasy 7 and Final Fantasy 8. You didn't see so many awkward designs, and I think it's hilarious. I mean, it is a fantasy story after all, so why not? We'll be battling Steiner soon, and we get to steal 2 items from him. But first, there's a little secret here. You can collect 2 items. And we're going to do it. So, if you turn the lever, or turn the wheel both to the left and the right, a treasure box will fall from the ceiling. You need to turn the wheel both to the left and to the right, and you'll get 2 items. They're nothing special, it's a phoenix down and a phoenix pinion, but nonetheless, you should collect them because the more treasures you collect, the better. Even though you'll give Sina a heart attack by doing this. Okay, and now before we go through the door, let's head down. Pick up the 2 new items and also make sure you equip your Mage Masher, the one you stole from Baku during the first part of this walkthrough. I told you that he had a Mage Masher, and it will come in handy because it will boost up Zidane's attack a little bit. There we go. Also, let's equip Protect Girls, that will come in handy. And through the door we go. I don't think this will be considered a boss fight, but nonetheless, he has some okay items for you to steal. He has a silk shirt, if memory serves me right, and we want that. As soon as this battle starts, make sure you put Sina in the back row, because Steiner, if he hits Sina a couple of times, Sina will be done for. So move Sina to the back. So first we get the hat, which we don't need. Might take a while to get the silk shirt. At least I think it's a silk shirt, I might be confusing the names here. But I do know there's another item that we can steal from him. And it's a good one. If it takes too long, I'll just cut out the time that it takes me. Oh, there we go, silk shirt, I knew it. But yeah, if for some reason it takes me too long to steal an item, I'll just cut it out from the battle. Because I do understand that seeing me steal over and over can get a little bit repetitive, so yeah. Oddly enough, Steiner never uses this skill again in the game. But it seems rather devastating if he can destroy Blank's armor so easily. So now we're just going to resume the play. And then we can finally make our escape. Poor Marcus, we can't let that happen. Now, for the next sequence of events, pay close attention to Steiner's face as he goes up to the stage. And he just has the same expression, it's hilarious. He's just like, what? Steiner looks like such a klutz here. We're going to have a second battle here, but again, it's very simple. The best part is that Steiner thinks that all of this is real. Well, that's a rather tragic ending to the play. She totally looks like an overgrown adult blue Annie Boo Boo. She even does the woo! It's terrible. I've lost count to the amount of times that Vivi has fallen to the ground, really. Okay guys, so this fight is pretty simple. You can't steal, but for the two Knights of Pluto you only need to strike them once. Marcus and Zidane will get the job done, or Vivi with fire, and they'll run away, and then you just need to attack Steiner a couple of times and you'll be done for as well. See? Not rather impressive, are they? They're not very impressive, are they? The standard Alexandrian female soldiers, they're much more powerful than the Knights of Pluto, but we won't have to deal with them for a while. Okay guys, so it's time for another boss fight, but this fight, it will always end in the same way. As you can see, there's a bomb behind Steiner, but he can't see it. So we just have to keep striking him to eventually lead the bomb to grow, and as soon as the bomb grows to a certain point, that will automatically finish the fight. Again, you can't steal here. So just keep striking him. And before you know it, this fight will be over. It doesn't really present a big challenge whatsoever. But remember that Barnet can heal you with Cure, so if for some reason he delivers too much damage to one of your characters, just heal them using Garnet and you'll be fine. And you know what? Just how many people died while we made our escape from Alexandria, because those people that fell from the roof, I doubt that somehow they survived, so I feel kind of bad, even though it's all the Queen's fault really. So this is when we start finding out just how evil the queen is. Or should I just call her Blue Honey Boo Boo from now on? I guess that makes more sense. You know, it's kind of hilarious that Blue Honey Boo Boo wants Garnet alive when she was... You know, I don't know what she was thinking when she had that bomb detonate, because that could have killed Garnet rather easily. So we are now inside the Evil Forest, and there's a lot of things to do in the Evil Forest. For starters, we're going to level up our characters just a little bit, just give them like each 4 to 5 levels, so that we can take care of the next boss fight without any issues, because the boss fight in the Evil Forest, if you're unprepared, it can be actually a pretty tough challenge. There's a few tough regular boss fights in Final Fantasy IX, and so you need to be well prepared here. So after we talk to Sina here, I'm going to be saving my game, and afterwards I will be training Zidane just to level 5. You just have to move inside the woods and stay in the first area running around. Train him to level 5, then save my game again, and then I'll go and rescue Vivi and Garnet. But that's going to be for the next part. First we're just going to witness the active time event, which allows us to see what the other characters are doing essentially. So that's not a good sign. But like I said, I'm just going to save my game here. There's a phoenix down for us to collect, so before we save, make sure you come here and pick it up. There we go. There's a lot of items to pick up inside the ship as well, but we'll do that on the next segment. So that's it. I hope you found this segment useful. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all later for part number 4, where we will tackle the first segment of the Evil Forest. Take care, my friends.